I'd like to move to item 4.1. Vice Chancellor Russell.
Thank you, President Himmelstein and Board of Governors members. We have an item here it's a first reading for a change in Title V. And this change is a fairly significant change in wording, but it actually it doesn't have much of an impact on the way that colleges get courses approved or the process that we use internally. It's kind of cleaning up the language that has developed over the years and making it compatible with our current processes and cutting out some verbiage that was kind of extraneous. Dean Stephanie Lowe is here to provide a little bit more background on that.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy to be here. 2 years ago, I was given responsibility for non-credit curriculum in addition to credit curriculum. And one of the first things I did was, of course, go and read the Title V regulations, and I couldn't figure out what they were saying. So, my immediate response was, let's try and clarify this a little bit better. So, about a year ago, and actually about 15 months ago, I went to the System Advisory Committee on Curriculum, SAC, and asked for their input on how could we fix this. And they formed a subcommittee of non-credit faculty and administrators, and we worked with them for about a year talking about how these regulations fit with what they were actually doing at the campuses. So this has been discussed for more than a year among the constituents, especially with the faculty, and everyone is now at the point where they support these changes. The two significant changes that are included is that in the existing regulations, there were two exceptions that allowed a college to create a course, a non-credit course, and offer it in an existing approved program, or so that would be the certificates that are allowed to be offered in non-credit, without getting approval from the Chancellor's office. And that was an issue for us because the quality of the courses that were being developed and the course outline of record that were being given to us from the rest of the colleges indicate that they still need some work, and the Chancellor's office approval of non-credit courses is still necessary so that we can continue to guide the colleges to improve the quality of the non-credit courses. So we changed the regulations so that now all non-credit courses must be approved by the Chancellor's office. So that was the biggest, I think, of all the changes. The second was that the existing regulations used a benchmark of 288 hours to determine whether or not a program was a short-term vocational program. And this was significant because the career development and college preparation programs that are allowed to be eligible for enhanced funding are quite often short-term vocational. But the 288 hours was not a significant number on the campuses. There are some short-term vocational programs that are significantly less than that, but still serve a very good purpose for the workforce. There are many that are over that. So we eliminated that benchmark and said that we're just talking about career development, college preparation certificates, and we leave it up to the colleges to determine whether or not the term is a certain number of hours. We did keep in that a certificate must be composed of at least 2 courses. It is a sequence of courses still, so that was not a change that was made. And making those 2 changes allowed us to consolidate 2 of the existing regulation sections into one, so that there was one clear regulation that referred to all of the programs that required a Chancellor's office approval. The third thing that we did was we aligned with the credit curriculum process in saying that the colleges could develop their own certificates and offer them locally, just as they do on the credit side when a certificate requires fewer than 18 units. So those were the big changes, and although they were difficult to discuss early in the process, we have managed over the 15 months to get concurrence from all the constituents involved.
Board member comments or questions? This report is informational only, correct, at this time. Okay, thank you very much. Vice Chancellor.
Yes. I would just like to have the liberty to acknowledge Dean Lowe. She is going to be leaving the Chancellor's office and has accepted a job at Hartnell College.
Oh.
And we wish her the best, but as you can tell from the presentation that she just made, we are going to miss her terribly. And will create a big hole in our office. So I just want to acknowledge her work and thank her very much.
Thank you, Dean Lowe.
Thank you.
Okay, board members, we have a time-certain presentation at 11 o'clock from our Executive Director and Chair of the State Board of Education. With your permission, I'd like to take a short break now and then try to get through our item 4.2 and 7.1 and see if we can, get to that before our 11 o'clock, okay? Okay, so let's take a 10-minute break and return at 10 o'clock.